farming families. It weakens the farmers' safety net.
The same politicians that do nothing except for send our country into the history books.
Court's radical Janus decision will have drastic, destructive, and long-standing impacts.
Nancy will say thank you for your service, but she'll just let you die on the street and suffer.
Last week, soybean futures hit a 9-year low. Soybean futures hit a 9-year low.
I believe sex and morals and gender should be taught by loving parents in the home and not by Planned Parenthood or radical leftist teacher.
And in our new the House Congressional Black Caucus,
the CEOs of Google and Facebook today have more power than the President of the United States.
Once we break the grasp of special interest,
can we give it up for America? America that we love.
We must achieve justice in health care.
I also want to work on the opioid crisis. We need to end this, and we need to make sure that there are more jobs than homeless Americans living in San Francisco.
St. Patrick's Day lunch, we can have a moment of what?
You know what we need to do? We need to actually roll up our sleeves and deal with head-on the real problems that real Americans are dealing with and actually get to work and fix them.
I'm very proud of the work of all 6 chairmen. Do you want me to name them?
Nancy Pelosi is trying to impeach our President of the United States. That can't happen. That's unconstitutional and unacceptable.
And, is it?
And I care so damn much about this country that I will not let it go down without a fight.
And again, I made my statement on it.
Yeah, so what I'm doing today is I'm doing a San Francisco City Day of Action. I'm doing a cleanup, and we are cleaning up the streets of San Francisco.
Who's the chair of our task force.
It's going to take boldness to stand up for truth and common sense in this backwards Orwellian country that we're now living in.
Phased in 6 million middle-class families, 86 million.
Making sure that our nation remains a sovereign nation, and in doing so, we need to have a smart, strategic immigration system, which includes building that big, beautiful wall.
Of us acting in a bipartisan way to say to the president,
40% of children raised by single mothers live in poverty.
What I wanted to say in closing is that
Hey Patriots, I'm Deanna Lorraine Tesserero, and I'm running for Congress against Nancy Pelosi in California's 12th District of San Francisco. And I want you to join me in sending a strong message to Nancy and the rest of her leftist puppets that we need to make sure that we get her out of office and defend our president.